Howdy y'all, thank you for joining me today for this unboxing of a Kickstarter I just got in, Shadow Network. And there is no plastic on this, there was, but my camera messed up as I just now realized, and I had taken the plastic off, but I did not get a chance to open the box yet, so we'll see what that's all about. But as you can see, they don't really show anything on the back here of what this game kind of looks like. I mean, they kind of got a little bit of the board over here and whatnot, but for the most part, this is supposed to be basically a spy style Cold War game, basically. Did notice, I knew it had solo play, but it says it's got 2 modes of solo play here, so that might be kind of interesting to look into, but we'll take a look at it and see what's up. And like I said, I also have the Kickstarter exclusives and some and whatnot over here, so we'll go through all that. This is a game for ages 14 plus, as it takes about 75 to 90 minutes to play for 1 to 5 players. So let's check it out and see what this is all about. Alright, we got a lot of stuff in baggies here. I will break all this open and give you a look at all the stuff in this and show you each of those bits a little bit closer on. And along with the same with these cards, which actually I see some plastic cards here. That's kind of cool. But yeah, we'll take a closer look. I zoomed in, look at all this stuff. But let's see what else is inside this box here. It says the code of conduct classified. So this is probably just the rule book. And you can see setup. Then we get the player setup and into the actual play, and then it looks like it is pretty dense, words to make a lot of rules, but looks pretty laid out pretty evenly. So 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6 pages of rule books. And then it even talks about the tradecraft components, which is that other little packs, the little expansion. So, cool. So that's the rules there. And then we get into mission briefings. This is the solo book. Shows the setup. And the rules for doing solo. Along with scenario, and let's see, we have scenario 1, Golden Sphinx. And scenario 2. So, alright. Looks like just a bunch of cardboard. Well, let's... Actually, no, it's not a lot of cardboard. I mean, these need to be punched out. Looks like probably victory points, I'm assuming. In 1s and 5s. Then we have some 10s here. Along with, looks like maybe some targets. Along with the first player marker. Target locked. But I think I saw this in the solo book, so this is probably how the bot uses things. We have a ledger board, which opens up, and this is dual layered. But basically, encryption ledger, milestones. It is dual layered here and here. Oh, we have another ledger here. Maybe this is for per player. Now that I look at it, because it looks like there might be 5 of these. I need to see if I saw a difference on them. But yeah, looks like there are 5 of these, 1 per player. So these are the player boards, actually. I was thinking this would be milestones and stuff, but I guess this is where you put your milestones when you pull them off. Let me just dump all this out. And it looks like the board might be dual layered, which I was not expecting that, I'll admit. Alright. Now we got a separate little board here, which I know this is sideways, but you can see it's like a clipboard. But you can see what it looks like there. And then we got the board. Let me see if I can zoom out and show you this board. Alright, there's zoomed out for the board. And as you can see here, This is, now, what you may not be able to see is this is a dual layered board, I noticed, which I don't know if I've ever seen that. I might have seen it, just I can't think of it, but this is a dual layered board where it looks like, and since we didn't see any cardboard of that, it looks like the cards will go down in there, which is kind of cool. And then it even has a little recess to be able to pick up the cards. Now, my only worry will be if I sleeve this. Well, actually, yeah, nah. If the cards are sleeved, they're not going to go down in there. There's no way. But I mean, I guess you don't have to if you do sleeve your games. It'll just be up there and you can just pick it up off there. But then it'd be pointless on the having it as a dual layered board. But yeah, it does look like you can put your cards in there and this and whatnot. So cool. Let's take a closer look at all the. I'll get all the cards opened up and all the cardboard or all the wooden bits, and we'll take a closer look at all that. Okay, I think I got everything separated out now. Some of the other wooden bits, there were 4 of each of these in each of these colors: yellow, black, red, and brown. And these are just one-sided with the screen printing, but 4 of each of those, so I'm assuming spies or CIs that you have to meet in the game. They also replaced the cardboard with the wooden, what I think is, I guess I'm assuming victory points. We got 10 5s and 1s there. And there's whole bags of those. They replaced the first player marker and some of the other stuff that we saw in cardboard, basically. Now, the weird thing I saw with the wooden bits is it says it's 1 to 5 players, and I saw bags of these yellow, blue, green, and purple file folders. But maybe those aren't player colors like I was thinking. Now that I think of it, maybe that's just certain things, like your colors, now that I think of it, are like saying like certain cards, and these are just like really the resources. So now to think of it, that's probably is meant to be that way. Well, surely it's meant to be that way. But anyways, and then there was a bag of these bigger white briefcases. And there were a ton of bags, or a ton of these in the baggies. As you can see, a bunch of different ones. Along with, on those briefcases, we had bags of just one singular color of each of those 4 colors, and then some that have mixed, as you can see there. Alright, next, these look like the small sized cards, or the red code and Gamegenics. There's a small stack of solo objectives here. And then the next small cards, I'm assuming goes on that stack on the board. There was a spot over there. I'm assuming that's going to be all of these. It says for official use only. Yeah, see, we're seeing those multicolored. I don't know why my brain didn't think of it until I started talking about it, that I was thinking those were for each player color, but no, it's probably having to do with what you need here to turn those in for probably victory points here. And I didn't show all those, but I will show everything in the things that are on the exclusives or the promos. That way you can see if it's something you want to go out of your way to get. Then we have this one that says Black Market. I'm going to show each side of these because, like, this one says Black Market Tokyo. The other side really just shows some other stuff here, like that. Actually, I won't show both sides on all these because you can just see there's Black Market for multiple locations on the board. And all of them have this black back. Targets, basically, green code in Fantasy Flight / Gamegenics. So they're a little bit thinner. I think they're called mediums in other forms, but medium-sized cards. We got classified target here, and then, like I said, I'm not going to show each of these, but you can just kind of see. So yeah, it's what I don't know why my brain just didn't think of it until I was talking about it. It looks like you're going to need those different colored briefcases, and the other ones you need the different colored file folders and whatnot. Then we have solo cards here for those. It says the Lone Syndicate. I notice these went 1 through 4 there, so target contract. And then the last bit on the regular game cards, these are plastic cards and you can see through. And the fronts all say A here with some stuff on them. And the backs show B. And I couldn't help to notice that on these black markets, it looks like this little thing is going to go over that, and then it makes it look like there's some information on these black markets, basically. At least that's what I'm assuming. Without having read the rules, that just looks like what would be done there. All right, let's get into these. They called them the trade craft. We saw there were multiple of them inside the rule book. So let's see what this is all about. So we have Tradecraft wire tapping here. It looks like round 1. I'm showing round 1 and 3 there. So this is probably going to be 2 and 4. And then we have Tradecraft surveillance here. It said player aid. So there's 4 player aids. You know, it said 1 to 5. So maybe the 5th player is like someone else. Are you playing the bad guy maybe? Or playing the counter spies? Yep. There's Tradecraft surveillance, secret encryptions. We'll get into this one. We have Tradecraft dead drop here, mobile handler. Says the dead drop card, so that you can make a dead drop. And then it says Tradecraft impersonation card. And these look tarot size, along with those ones from the wiretapping. Probably either tarot or to say the 7 Wonders size. Yep. Well, cool. That's everything for Covert Operations. This is a game I've been kind of looking forward to, so we're going to bust it out, see what it's all about. I'll probably play it without the Tradecraft stuff just to see what this is all about first. And since it's got solo play, we might see if I can't get the solo play up and going. Other than that, thank you for watching, and have a great day.